Hello, hi viewers, welcome back to my channel Mad Hearty. This is your Madhusudan Reddy Kunreddy. Today we are going to talk about one more important fruit crop, that is guava. The botanical name of guava is Pseudium gajava. It belongs to family Myrtaceae and the chromosome number of guava is 2n equal to 22. And one more thing is India is the largest producer of guava in the world.
Guava is commonly called as poor man's fruit or apple of tropics, and guava is originated in Peru. In India, Uttar Pradesh is the leading producer of guava, and guava is a day neutral crop. For fruit setting, it requires 23 to 38 degrees centigrade. Good quality fruits can be obtained at below 15 degrees centigrade temperature. Well drained soils with a pH range of 6 to 8 is suitable for its cultivation. It means guava can withstand the soil salinity, but alkalinity leads to the occurrence of guava wilt.
Let us see the spacing followed by the farmer in the orchard, right? So we can see here the row to row distance followed is 6 feet and the plant to plant distance followed is 4 feet.
Generally, recommended spacing is 6 into 6 meters, but the spacing may varies depends upon the soil productivity, water availability, and farmers' capability. So, according to Central Institute of Subtropical Horticulture, Lucknow, we can do the planting at various spacings. That is high density planting and meadow orchard planting. In case of high density planting, the row to row and plant to plant distance is 3 into 3 meters, but in case of meadow planting, the row to row and plant to plant distance is 2 into 1 meter. The main disadvantage of high density planting or ultra high density planting is it reduces the TSS content, sugars, and ascorbic acid content. Best time for planting is June July months, and first we have to dig out the pits with the size of 60 into 60 into 60 centimeters and fill the pits with 20 kg farmyard manure, 500 grams of single superphosphate, and 1 kg of neem powder. And in order to control the nematode attack, we have to keep 50 grams of carbofuran granules per pit. And commercially, guava is propagated by mound layering. It is also called as stooling. In case of high density planting and meadow orcharding, plants are managed by doing training and pruning. Let us know about training and pruning in high density planting. How we can manage the plants. So we should start the pruning after 2 to 3 months after planting and cut back the main stem at the height of 60 to 70 centimeters and allow it for 3 to 4 side branches. After 4 to 5 months, prune the side branches up to 50%, and from this cutted portion we will get the new growth. And after 3 to 4 months, again we have to cut back the new growth by leaving 50% of the branch, and from this cutted portion we will again get the new growth. It leads to the flowering and fruiting. But in case of meadow orcharding, so we have to go for the pruning after 1 to 2 months of planting, and we have to cut back the main stem at 30 to 40 centimeters height. And in this method also we have to allow the main stem up to 3 to 4 side branches, and after 3 to 4 months we have to cut back the side branches up to 50%, and from this cutted portion we will get the new growth. And after 3 to 4 months again we have to cut back the side branches up to 50%. So from this cutted portion we will get the again new growth. From new growth we will get the fruiting. Guava is a Bahar season crop. We can get the 3 crops per year. 3 crops are Ambe Bahar, Mrig Bahar, and Hast Bahar crop. In case of Ambe Bahar we will get the flowering in February. For Mrig Bahar crop we will get the flowering in June. For Hast Bahar crop we will get the flowering in October. Guava will take 5 to 6 months from flowering to fruit harvesting. So for Ambe Bahar crop we will get the fruits in August. For Mrig Bahar crop we will get the fruits in December. for Hasthabahar crop we will get the fruits in April. The fruits are poor quality in case of Ambe Bahar crop, but we will get the excellent fruits in Mig Bahar crop. So we will get the good quality of fruits in Hasthabahar crop, but it will gives the low yields. Why Mig Bahar crop fruits are excellent? Why? Because so there is no fruit fly attack in the Mig Bahar crop, and the fruits will expose to the low temperature in October, November and December months. Guava will bears flowers solitary or in cyme of 2 to 3 flowers on current season growth in the axils of the leaves, so that we will see the fruiting only on current season growth. So the bearing is axillary, which means we will get the fruits from lateral branches. Current seasons means we will get the fruits only from newly emerged growth of current season. Guava is a rich source of vitamin C, that is 299 milligram per 100 grams of fruit, and guava is also a rich source of pectin, so that guava is used to make jellies. And guava is considered as half an cross pollinated crop, and pollination in guava is entomomylous, which means pollination is carried out by insects called honeybees. Here we can see the cross section of the guava fruit. Guava is climacteric in nature, and the edible part of guava is thalamus and pericarp. So guava is having higher vitamin C in the peeled at maturity stage.
Yeah, this is all about guava cultivation. If you have any doubts regarding cultivation aspects of guava, you can share your questions in the comment section. In the next video, I'll meet you with the one more important topic. Until then, take care. Bye bye.